And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. It's the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast, coming to you live on Double C TV, featuring Darren.
Oh god, we're doomed.
And Double C. Wrestling gets you laid. Gotcha. As they take on 5 hours of WWE programming.
I'm pretty sure he fudged it just while he was doing the Hurricane Run. Like, oh god, I don't know how to do this correctly.
Oh man, it's Wrestlemania, and it's the Raw after Wrestlemania.
And I think I need something to figure out what the hell just happened. You know, do you have any LSD on you?
I'm sorry, I ran out.
I'm glad somebody had something on them just to figure out what the hell happened.
It doesn't matter what happened, it's the fact that it happened.
I think this proves that some people just need to get off of the stuff that are very bad for you.
I don't know. I think that what happened last night in particular, I don't know, it's magic. I call it.
Did you think it's magic? I think it's something. I thought I was going crazy there for a second.
Yeah. So, we're gonna skip SmackDown because it was a bunch of nothing.
Oh, there was no cool...
There was a big announcement from Vince, but it was actually just a preview of the WrestleMania set.
Well, that was lame.
So I completely ignored SmackDown because it was just a bunch of video packages and squash matches that nobody really needs to pay attention to because we have full coverage of WrestleMania.
Sweet. Tell me what happened. Like I don't already know, but tell me anyways, because this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So WrestleMania 29 starts out with, there was a Superstorm Sandy thing intro, whatever, and then came the actual intro, and then we'll skip all that, get to the actual matches. First match is the Sheamus Orton Big Show versus the Shield match.
How did that turn out?
It turned out pretty good. The heroes, the faces, were all like, we are going to help each other and do stuff. Until they didn't. There seems to be a lot of misinformation going around about what exactly just happened, if you listen to the commentators. It's the fact that during the match, there was going to be a hot tag to the Big Show from Sheamus. However, Randy Orton decided to do a blind tag instead, and then got beef for it.
People are proven once again the only reason why the bad guys win is that our heroes are incompetent.
Yeah, and then after the match, Big Show got upset and then KO'd punched both Orton and Sheamus because he lost the match.
To be fair, though, I would not be surprised. I'm kind of on his side on this one because that's just all that bullshit is just silly.
Mm-hmm. It is, but it was kind of, expected because we have 3 world champions on one side, all with major egos, against a team that, works well together.
This is proving to me yet again that there's no way to defeat these guys because, everybody else is an egomaniacal maniac.
Yeah, and that's wrestling.
So, the only way to beat a group that actually works together like a team is actually put your egos aside?
Yes.
Okay, then the Shield's gonna be going on forever without a losing streak.
So that's all I had for that one. The next match, the Mark Henry versus Ryback match. people crap on this match because nothing much happened, but it was big guy versus big guy. They're both using like power attacks, and what do you expect?
Just over exaggerated punches, just a lot of screaming, a lot of thrusting, and a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Good Lord, I'm never saying that again.
Mark Henry dominates throughout the match. However, Ryback decides to come back. It was a comeback thing.
Mm-hmm.
He sets up for a shell shock, and then his legs give out, and he gets crushed by Mark Henry. Mark Henry wins. So, a little surprise there.
Not really that surprised for me.
After the match, Ryback goes, "Oh, I'm not done yet. I'm going to spinebuster you, and then I'm going to hit the shell shock for realsies." So, he's a sore loser.
Isn't everybody in wrestling?
Mm-hmm. After that match, the commentators decide to do a promo with the new action figures. So once that wrestle each other, you've seen them.
Oh yeah, those little twisty hand thingies.
Uh-huh. JBL beats up the Rey Mysterio action figure. And he goes, "I wish I could do this in real life."
Interesting.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
I'm glad you're loving it. I'm disturbed by it.
Third match of the evening. Dolph Ziggler and Big E versus Team Hell No for the Tag Team Championship. Daniel Bryan is pretty much on overdrive as he pretty much sets the tone, sets the pace. High octane offense, that sort of thing. Because WrestleMania, you're supposed to be doing that.
Indeed. What type of show would it be if it wasn't?
Right. However, Big E is like a train and runs over people. However, Team Hell No retained the titles.
Somehow.
We're
not sure how.
Yeah.
We think it's because of silliness.
Yeah.
And if it's to be expected from last night's intercourse, whatever you want to call it, I think it's because that everybody was high off their ass.
Fourth match of the night. Mr. Fandango versus Chris Jericho. In a match where Jericho pretty much dominates Fandango almost for the entire thing. Fandango does hit a couple of leg drops off the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
However, Jericho goes for a lion salt that was horribly botched. Well, not really horribly botched, just out of place. And
which is kind of sad because Jericho is better than this.
Yeah. I don't know. And then there was an awkward small package. Fandango picks up the victory. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then after that, we have the P. Diddy halftime show, where P. Diddy sings a bunch of his songs, just like if it was at the Super Bowl. Yep.
I don't care.
Oh, this is also a good time to mention during the pre-show, The Miz beat Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental title. And he's all like, "Yeah, I did it." More on that later. Next up for the World Heavyweight Championship, Jack E. Swagger.
Jackie Swagger.
Jackie Swagger.
Okay, this is okay, now you got a mental image in my head that is disturbing as all hell. Thank you.
Jack Swagger versus Alberto Del Rio. I like this match. I think it was a fairly technical match. There were a bunch of counters from the different finishing moves. Because Del Rio has the cross arm breaker, and then Jack Swagger takes one of the legs and turns it into the ankle lock. Because he can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I'm a sucker for that. I like that. However, Swagger eventually taps, and good times had by all. Coulter is stunned from this revelation. You've probably seen a picture of it somewhere on the internet.
Yeah, you probably have. Is it as good as the Swagger face?
I think it's on par.
If that's the case, then that is an awesome picture.
Now we go for the triple main event. Sixth match. The Undertaker versus CM Punk.
Undertaker?
Undertaker. The Undertaker.
Out of curiosity, does he write his own graphic design up like he normally does?
Yes.
Like he did yesterday?
Yeah, actually he did.
Proving once again that's, what, the 20th power he has?
Mm-hmm. He has at least 70 powers. Oh, I forgot to mention that apparently Jack Swagger rode up on a big Humvee-like golf cart that wasn't shown on TV because they decided to squeeze in the video package beforehand. It was cut.
Nice.
We'll get...
Nice to show how professional you are sometimes, WWE.
Mm-hmm. We are treated to a performance by In Living Color for CM Punk's entrance.
Which is awesome.
And The Undertaker counters in a zombie entrance. This thing got creepy. Because The Undertaker is like... It's like a silhouette of The Undertaker because the light's behind him. And as he's walking forward, all these zombies from under the stage are reaching out to him. It was awesome.
That sounds cool beyond all recognition. That is necromancy to its awesome degree.
Yeah, wow. I love it.
I love it because I'm a D&D player, and that just looks like an awesome picture to me.
Yeah. The Undertaker still does not, his entrances are by far one of the greatest on WrestleMania. I dare say that it beats out Shawn Michaels.
I don't know. Him riding down on a zip line was pretty cool with his Undertaker match.
Well,
plus,
yeah.
Plus, I'm pretty sure that Undertaker is trying his hardest to look like Ezio from Assassin's Creed.
Until that one gets burnt up in flames. Because he had the leather getup with the hat and everything until that Elimination Chamber pay-per-view where he was literally caught on fire.
Christ almighty.
And that was before the match. That was during his entrance, and then he wrestled the Elimination Chamber match. The Undertaker.
He's awesome. Apparently he can be caught on fire and say fuck it. Apparently he comes from the Mick Foley school of thinking. Fuck it, I'll keep on working.
Yeah. The match itself, match of the night, hands down.
Now, if you told me that this was going to be a match for WrestleMania, I would say up and down this was going to be the match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
The problem I had with this is all the build-up to it.
Right.
But does it pay off? Without a doubt, I bet it paid off.
Oh, yeah, it really paid off. Punk, during the entire time, was all like, come get it, I'm gonna get you. He's like hyperactive, He wants... It's like he wants the match. He's not afraid at all. And the Undertaker's like, I'm gonna kick your ass so hard, you're gonna be spitting out stuff forever. I don't know.
You're gonna be spitting your teeth out through your ass.
Yeah, basically. And this is another one of those matches where I believed that The Undertaker is inhuman at WrestleMania. Just flat out.
Where they just portray him as the ultimate badass.
Yeah.
I could have told you that when they made that comic about him. Yes, they made an Undertaker comic. It was about not Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio and him beating up Aztec zombies.
Awesome.
Now, as stupid as that sounds, it sounds awesome at the same time.
Yeah. I know. I got this feeling in all of his other matches, his last 5 at least, where, he can't be beat. You believe it.
Though I do love the one picture that I saw about it, and you saw it was him grimacing as he was in the Anaconda lock.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see CM Punk's face going, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
What the
hell?
As he just literally picks him up and tombstones him then.
Yeah, the go to sleep off the ropes into tombstone was also a great segment right there. So Undertaker goes 21-0.
And then he reenacts a scene from The Breakfast Club. Why? Because he raises his hand.
Yeah. Oh.
And apparently, so many people are just infatuated with that. I just love that from the Bleacher Report. Is that they said Undertaker is doing the weirdest adaptation of the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. So great match all around. I love it.
Beautiful match.
Beautiful match. Next match, the Brock Lesnar versus Triple H match. Career on the line, no holds barred. Lesnar is a monster.
And Triple H has a sledgehammer, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, he uses a sledgehammer. Lesnar, apparently he got knocked out 5 minutes into the match out of a 30-minute match, and it continued. This match wasn't as barbaric, but it was still pretty brutal. Seeing that there was no blood or anything.
Mm-hmm.
The hold that he does it's a key lock. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He used that several times. Triple H got out several times, 3 in a row, in fact. And Triple H did the same thing, and then Lesnar used steel steps. Lesnar picked up both parts of the steel steps like it was nothing.
Well, of course, if you're jacked that much like Lesnar.
Yeah. I don't know. It was crazy. I like the match. It was high drama on this one. Shawn Michaels did his part. I think he got one super kick on Paul Heyman or something like that.
Yeah, he got a super kick on Paul Heyman.
And his nose was busted. I don't know. Good. So, the match ends with a pedigree onto the steel steps. Triple H survives. So, he lives to fight another day. Yay. After that, we have a Hall of Fame presentation.
That reminds me. We gotta watch that presentation of the Hall of Fame tonight.
Oh, yeah.
It's at 10. And I really want to see, Bruno Sammartino.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, plus, I saw pictures of Trish on that show, on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, she's preggers.
She may be preggers, but she's hot as ever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so everyone stands out for their little thing. Donald Trump gets booed again. Which he should.
Naturally.
And, after all that's done, here comes your main event. John Cena versus The Rock for the WWE Championship. Oh, before we get to that, I forgot to mention about the Brock Lesnar Triple H match. For Triple H's entrance, he decided to bring out the same set he used last year because this year the cameras worked this time.
Oh, is that the Shield entrance?
No, it wasn't the Shield. It was just the big skull thing.
Oh.
Yeah, he just walked through that. However...
No, I loved that. No, I preferred the Shield entrance from, I think it was 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Where he had all the hoplites gathered around and he was wearing the Skeletor helmet.
Mm-hmm. There was a problem with this, too, with this version, too, because he decided to use fire extinguishers for the smoke, and it was extremely balmy at the arena. There wasn't a... it was uncovered, and the temperature was dropping from the high in the 50s. So it was like 45 degrees in the arena.
So a lot of nipples were perking tonight.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
And he had snow from the fire extinguishers on his chest and belly.
Oh, I bet that felt good.
Yeah. Yeah, great planning there. You know, you could have just used a regular smoke machine, but no, we gotta use fire extinguishers instead.
It's probably how it looks.
Okay, so now for the main event. No special entrances for this one.
Just straight up entrances?
Yeah, just straight up. People... Okay, this match wasn't all that great.
Which I suspected.
Because it wasn't that great last year.
It's like I said before, it's about it's like the Hogan and Rock match. It's not about it being a good match, but the people's excitement for the match is what sells it.
The people weren't excited for this match.
Aw.
Yeah.
Now you make me look like silly guy.
Yeah.
But then again, after the Triple H Lesnar and Undertaker Punk match, I bet they were pretty much exhausted.
Yeah, I think so too. However, considering that this match didn't have that much build-up, really, and everyone...
Yeah, that was more the fault of people were focusing more on the other two.
And we all knew what was going to happen. Everyone knew.
That too.
There was a sign in the back in the crowd that says, if Cena wins, we complain about it on the internet.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm pretty sure a lot of people care. Just like so many people care about what we're saying right now.
Yeah, but hey, whatever. This match had a bunch of counter finishes into counters. It was attitude adjustment into rock bottom into attitude adjustment into rock bottom. Rinse and repeat about 8 or 9 times. In one sequence, actually. I exaggerate a tiny bit, but that's what happened.
But, yeah.
There were mentions, deja vu-like sequences from last year where Cena was all like, I'm gonna do the people's elbow again. And he has the same movements, and then he hangs onto the rope because The Rock was going to rock bottom that time again. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, how clever.
We've seen this before. So, John Cena wins the match, has the new WWE title, the championship. He gets his plates replaced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that was... I almost said that was SmackDown. No, that was WrestleMania.
That was WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was WrestleMania.
People were okay about this.
Yes.
From what I heard online, some people were yay, some people were nay.
Yeah, a lot of people say that this was a bad WrestleMania. I disagree. I think it's better than at least the last 3 or 4. One of the reasons why is because the world title isn't being curtain jerked at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a major problem with that because that happened the last 2 years. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I personally thought it was okay. I mean, it's a WrestleMania. It's supposed to be over-exaggerated and all that fun stuff, but, you know, it's not great. It's far from the best, but you get what you get.
Yeah. It was a good WrestleMania. I think it was. I think the order on the card was good. I was glad that they took out that Tons of Funk Rhodes Scholars match out.
I was thankful for that as well.
And I'm not so upset about the Intercontinental title anymore because of what happened on Raw.
Oh God, yeah.
So, in retrospect, it is the best one in the last few years.
It's one of the better ones from this modern era.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The night after. Are you ready for this?
No, I don't have enough weed.
Now, Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania is a special event. Because you have a lot of people, a lot of diehard fans that are still in the city of WrestleMania going to Raw. And they had 80,000 at WrestleMania. You have 18,000 here. So, you're getting pretty much the cream of the crop of the diehard fans.
Yeah.
Us, basically.
Snarkier versions of us.
Yeah. So, for Monday Night Raw for the 8th, we are treated to a slideshow of WrestleMania. There's going to be several of these.
Naturally.
Mm-hmm.
It was like last year. They love their slideshows of WrestleMania.
Yeah. Because they want you to buy the replays. They won't do full motion video until the DVDs come out. Really. Okay, so the show starts out with John Cena, the new WWE champion. He does his victory lap while the crowd craps all over it.
And nobody cares.
Yeah. He is all like, yeah, and the people, some like me, and then everyone boos him. So, let's see, what's next? Oh yeah,
It was a boring thing, but
he wants
everybody was having fun with it. I think that's the big thing, that everybody was just having fun.
Yeah, everybody was having fun. He says he wants to defend the title tonight. Mark Henry interrupts. He says he wants his title match because he won at WrestleMania. And the crowd goes sexual chocolate chant. I said on Twitter, this is going to be a chant watch 2013.
Yeah, it was.
You can go... There's a YouTube video right now of all the chants that were done on the show, all spliced together, with subtitles for your amusement. So, okay. John Cena makes a joke about the chants. Mark Henry goes, don't listen to the title match, blah, 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 blah.
This is serious business.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're talking about having sex with chocolate and eating more chocolate and having sex with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyways, to interrupt this insanity, Booker T comes in.
Yes, and he says, The Rock has a rematch, but he's not here because he's getting MRIs done because apparently he has a hernia.
He tore his midsection somehow.
Yeah. On TV, they made it sound a lot worse, like they always do. But hernias, in general, are actually fairly serious.
Yeah, I would imagine it's fairly serious, and I bet that would hurt like a son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. So he has a rematch, apparently, And the Booker T makes a number one contenders match. If Mark Henry beats John Cena, he'll get a title shot. Even though it's a WWE title for Raw, and he's a SmackDown GM.
Yeah, dude.
Whatever.
Let's go with the official title of what this episode should be called.
What?
I don't give a shit. There is no logic, rhyme, or reason within this episode. So, any complaint about such things get thrown by the wayside.
There's a lot of things getting thrown. Like in this next match with Daniel Bryan versus Big E Langston.
I feel bad for poor Biggie. He doesn't have his own intro music.
Not yet. I think they're doing that right now so they can get more footage of him actually wrestling, so they can put together a Titantron and all that stuff. So Daniel Bryan is still hot.
I do feel bad for AJ, who got smacked in the face by Biggie.
Oh yeah, that's right. Got elbowed in the chest, neck area.
Right above her boobs.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, that gotta hurt. That probably hurt a little bit because that guy's built of meat.
Yeah, AJ on Twitter goes that she's glad that she has to wear a padded bra. Otherwise, that would have hurt a whole lot more. A lot of fun today.
I don't blame her. I don't blame her for that one.
Mm-hmm. So, this match, it was okay. Daniel Bryan
It was
on.
It was sporadic, like all the matches tonight.
Well, we get a sudden flying Bryan.
A flying bird. Nice.
It's like the camera is focused on Kane, and
suddenly Bryan comes out of the woodworks.
Yeah, he just flies into the screen. It's like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, we're getting shit. Yeah, it's shenanigans like that for tonight.
He gets thrown back into the ring. Big E picks up the victory. In singles competition, he's undefeated.
Oh, that's because he's only had one match.
That counts.
I used the same excuse on my last year of wrestling, so yeah.
Yeah. WWE has also unveiled a new. I guess it's a bumper, blank of the week, sort of things, like Slam of the Week. It's the slow-mo slow-mo Slam of the Week.
Slow-mo thing.
Yeah.
So pretty much it's like a instant replay of slow-mo.
Yeah. Which I love because slow motion cameras are awesome.
That is true. Slow motion cameras are awesome. I just find it fun to see shit in slow-mo.
Mm-hmm. So we see that Barrett loses the title. Here's the rematch: Wade Barrett versus The Miz.
Wade Barrett wins the title back.
Yes, he wins the title back. The crowd loves Wade Barrett because a lot of them are from the United Kingdom in the crowd.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of UK guys in there.
Yeah, a lot.
They just were chanting for Barrett.
Yes. Everyone was going for Barrett. The Miz was really aggressive. There was a neck breaker. Barrett did a neck breaker on the apron. The Miz botched something. I forget what it was, but he botched something.
I forget what it was, too. I was just more shocked at the crowd.
Mm-hmm. There was a bullhammer off of the top rope. Boom shakalaka, I said. I wrote that down. And he regains the title.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes that match from WrestleMania null and void.
Yeah. The Miz had the Intercontinental title for 24 hours on YouTube.
On one day.
Yeah. Whatever.
Still, it's not worse than some title reigns.
Yeah. We go backstage with Vicky and Brad Maddox. And there was Sheamus. Sheamus wants the Big Show. And Vicky goes, okay, you got the Big Show. And then...
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Almost immediately afterwards, after commercial break, Booker T is backstage with Orton. He also wants the Big Show. He also makes a match. So, we don't know what's going on.
Uh-oh, some wackiness is happening. Here comes the wacky. Here comes the fun stuff. Uh-oh, what are they gonna do?
This next match is a lot of fun. Third match of the night, Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger versus Alberto Del Rio. In a match where Zeb Coulter does not go into the ring at all.
This is a pure Swagger versus Alberto Del Rio match.
Mm-hmm. Throughout the match, the crowd goes that they want Ziggler. So do I.
That's just to stop that fucking chant and just to get Ziggler the belt, I guess, because god damn it, it's about damn time.
Yeah. Del Rio gets his knee hurt and ankle hurt from so many ankle locks. However, he pulls out the victory. And then out comes Dolph Ziggler. He wants to cash in and actually cashes in.
Hooray.
Crowd goes nuts.
And I'm over. And I'm on my TV and saying, fucking finally!
I had to get off my couch and just stand up for this entire thing. And it was all like...
Though I do have to admit, this was an intense match. Mm-hmm. For how short it was. It was a quick, intense few minutes.
Enziguri.
Which I'm surprised you're able to pull that off with such a fucked up ankle.
Mm-hmm. And then there was an armbar, the cross arm breaker. Dolph Ziggler counters it because he wrenches on the ankle that was injured. Mm-hmm. Zigzag, 1, 2, 3, and the new World Heavyweight Champion Dolph Ziggler.
And I'm once again going, fucking finally, we can do something with him now.
Jumping up and down. It was a mark-out moment.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Dolph Ziggler fan, so I know, how dare I, but he's a good wrestler, I just don't like his persona.
Yeah, I had that problem for a long time, but eventually it started to get to me, to the point where it's like, yes, he's the man. He should be.
So, do you think they're gonna turn him face anytime soon? I doubt it. But...
I also doubt it, because the crowd isn't an indication of heel or face, so we got to throw that out the window. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't matter. I'm still gonna cheer for him.
Everybody's gonna cheer for him.
Oh, next up we have the Undertaker. He comes out. He says that he dedicated his match to Paul Bearer, his memory, and then the Shield come down.
And then they're interrupted by the Shield.
Yes.
Why? I have no clue.
Because earlier in the show, they tweeted something about, was like, yeah, we're going to make history. Just you wait. You know, so... Apparently their plan is to ambush the Undertaker.
And beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, history is going to be made.
Yeah.
Wow, nobody's ever beat up the Undertaker. It's not like a week ago we had somebody beat him up with an urn, then spray ashes all over himself.
Or a couple of years ago we had another group called Nexus beat him up.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're just making history.
I wonder what happened to those Nexus guys.
Well, yeah.
Alright, so the Shield get blindsided because Kane and Daniel Bryan show up to the aid of the Undertaker.
Why? Because because they want to beat up the Undertaker. Maybe they want to help out the Undertaker. Maybe it's the whole brother thing, and Daniel Bryan's just coming along with the ride.
Yeah, pretty much. Because, hey, they've had history with the Shield in the past.
Yeah, it's not illogical for them to come out. It's just weird how the timing went.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, and dear glad that nobody died by getting burned to death.
Yeah. Oh, especially at WrestleMania, because the wind was blowing so hard that the flames from Kane's pyro was actually tilted. So it was off by a few degrees.
Thank God for small favors.
Okay. So then the Shield run away because they don't want to deal with Kane and Daniel Bryan. Oh, that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have a 6-man tag, the 3-man band versus R-Truth, Santino, and Zack Ryder.
I don't get this match. Literally, this was a throw-in match just to throw it in.
Yeah, basically. It's like, we're sorry you weren't used at WrestleMania. Here you go.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's that, but it just felt weird to me because they were doing wrestling for wrestling's sake. Yeah. This is such an alien concept nowadays.
Yeah.
I was expecting something to turn the other tide.
No, what? This match actually had a finish, and it was clean. Cobra accidentally hits Slater because he gets thrown into the ropes, and he comes back, and Cobra hits just in the right spot.
And ricochets.
Yeah. So Santino gets a victory for once.
Long time coming.
Yeah.
Though I do, actually going back to Ziggler, I remember a tweet from Spoonie said, you know what's amazing is that this guy hasn't had a victory since, well, this guy hasn't had a victory, so he just won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Wow, that's not completely true.
I know it's not completely true, but
he won like last week.
Yeah, I know it's not completely true, but, with the losing streak he was going on, I honestly have to agree with him. Now, I know it's not 100% true.
Yeah, well, okay. Next up, we have a video package of fan access and all the special events that happened during WrestleMania week.
Pretty much the superstars just having fun with people.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they had a golf tournament or not, but I always like the golf tournament. Because it's just a bunch of wrestlers that don't really know how to golf all that well, having fun. It's like the celebrity golf tournament at Lake Tahoe, where everybody wants to see...
I don't know. I've seen Cena's life experience. I think he's a decent golfer.
It's like... what was it? I think it was Charles Barkley. Yes. He's on He's always at the tournament, and he has the worst score. However, he has the biggest crowds because he's so entertaining.
It's just having fun.
Yeah. So when we have that, that's nice to see. Next up, we go backstage with Orton and Sheamus, and they argue about who's going to take on the Big Show.
And nothing comes from that.
Sheamus goes, "Oh yeah, well I'm going to take him on," and then he leaves, and Orton goes, "Meh." So Sheamus comes out.
So Sheamus comes out and says, "I want to kick up on the Big Show, and I want to beat the shit out of him."
Orton comes out, says the same thing.
Then Vicky and Booker T come out, saying, "You know what? You guys want to fight the Big Show? Fine. You two fight each other to see who gets that honor."
However, we are teased with a Raw active poll. Who's going to take on...
That never happened. It literally was just a poll to see people's information.
Yeah. So, yeah, throw that out the window. We have a match. This is where the crowd decided to take over the show.
Yeah. This is where the crowd said, "Fuck it, you guys don't matter anymore."
They do soccer chants because a lot of them are from England. All that stuff. Let's see. I have here written down RVD, JBL, Jerry Lawler, Michael Cole, Mike Chioda got one. Cotton Candy got one.
I didn't even hear the cotton candy one.
It was kind of soft. We Are Awesome.
I heard that.
Big Show comes out in the middle of the match, saves us from all the stupid because it was actually a not very good match.
Yeah, it was a bad match.
Thank you, Big Show. He goes and beats up Randy Orton and starts throwing chairs. The crowd goes,
throw the third one!
One more time.
See if you can get into the ring.
Yeah.
That poor announce table.
I know.
That got more abuse than any Spanish announce table has ever had.
Oh.
And I love JPL's reaction. Where the hell was the Spanish announce table when they needed it?
I know. And even at WrestleMania, that poor Spanish announce table, it no-sells a CM Punk elbow, but then gets flattened by Brock Lesnar.
He's one of the strongest announce tables ever.
That makes you think, how much force did Brock Lesnar put Triple H through that table with?
Probably a combined weight of those two. I mean, Punk's not a big guy.
But Undertaker...
Compared to, like... You know, Undertaker may be, but combined, like, with Triple H and Brock Lesnar, who are two really big guys...
Well, that was the thing. Brock wasn't even on the table. He just smashed Triple H through the table. Just suplex.
Yeah,
Boom.
Probably already was damaged enough.
It's like, I don't know, just suplex. Oh. Next up, we have Fandango versus Kofi Kingston. The crowd decides to sing Fandango's song from this point forward.
They are bored beyond all recognition, or they just don't give a shit. I'm going with the latter.
And, okay, so the match pretty much goes Fandango waltzes around the ring, dances a few times. Chris Jericho attacks, waltzes Jericho. And it gets spilled onto the outside. Jericho then takes JBL's hat and puts it on his head. On JBL's head. Because that hat has also had a lot of abuse these last 2 days.
Yeah, that poor hat. Between the announcing table, the hat... Dear God, everything's getting abused except the wrestlers.
Oh, man. Yeah. So, next up, we go backstage with Paul Heyman. He goes, Lesnar wants to fight again, but he doesn't fight for free, so suck it. Also, CM Punk is kind of hurt, so he'll be here next week.
I just love how he spin doctored it. So much.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I love it.
I was just waiting for Josh Matthews to take the mic back and said, well, sir, your guys lost. Yeah, but they won. Yeah, but look how they badly beat up each other. They still lost.
Well, you see, you go up against The Undertaker and you go against Triple H. You know.
Well, you guys were saying that you were gonna win, but you lost.
That doesn't matter. Brock Lesnar fought 25 minutes while he was unconscious.
He still lost. Impressive feat, yes. Losing is still a part of it.
I love it. I love it.
I wonder if Lesnar remembers anything from last night.
I don't think so. And
did Lesnar have a beard? on? I didn't know.
No,
I didn't see it.
No, he didn't have a beard. He just yelled a lot, like an animal.
Because I just remember seeing a picture of him doing a weigh-in, and he had a beard. He looked like Yukon Cornelius.
So, okay. Next up is the match that was cut. Road Scholars and Bellas versus Tons of Funk and the Funkadactyls.
And proving once again the Funkadactyls are 10 times better wrestlers than the Bella twins.
Yeah, that's a given.
Actually, naturally that's a given, but which one of them did a Hurricane Rana to Damien Sandow?
I think that was
Naomi.
I think that was Naomi. I don't know. I could be wrong.
She did a pretty good Hurricane Rana.
Yeah. Yeah, it's surprising. And Albert, what the hell are you doing?
Like I said, I don't give a shit. That's the main motif of the night.
He, somersaulted into Cody Rhodes in the corner. It's like you're freaking Sonic the Hedgehog.
Like I said, tonight was a night of not giving a shit.
By the way, the crowd is continuing to sing the Fandango's theme. More on that later.
And when the match ended, everybody was dancing.
Yeah. Main event time. John Cena versus Mark Henry.
Oh, this was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. Cena wins by countout.
Because that's how you want to end a main event.
Cena, you're a face. You're not supposed to take countout victories. Oh, whatever. However, Mark Henry slams John Cena anyway.
As I would, because I'd be naturally pissed off as well.
Mm-hmm. And then Ryback comes out, because Mark Henry's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then Ryback is all like, yeah, I'm going to fight you, and then Mark Henry leaves. I forget how he just leaves. I don't know. I had stuff to drink, so...
Yeah, we were all delusional last night.
Drink responsibly, by the way.
Yeah, drink responsibly until you watch Raw, then just chug the fucker down.
And then...
It'll make more sense later afterwards.
Ryback looks at John Cena and then holds out his hand and is like, yeah, we're friends. Oh, wait, we're not. And beats up John Cena. Just tells him to shove it.
Pretty much telling him that he's aiming for that WWE title, and we're getting Ryback as a heel. Yeah,
it was a heel turn because Michael Cole was like freaking out. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're not supposed to be doing that. Bah, 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 bah. And the whole up yours thing, hand motion, which, by the way, got cut from the YouTube version. And will probably also get cut from the Hulu version.
That was kind of cool seeing him do that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, flips him off. Feed me more, feed me the title, basically. So, It's pretty much going to be John Cena versus Ryback at Extreme Rules, which would probably be a good match.
I could see this working, but it's going to have to be... I'd say make it a no-holds-bar match, and you could make very good bucks with this on Extreme Rules.
Yeah. It works at an Extreme Rules pay-per-view, definitely. And then the crowd continues to sing.
And then we end this madness.
And
then I cut to Radio Dead Air and I see Nash singing. And I am then convinced I'm in the mirror universe.
However, it doesn't stop.
And dump my head in cocaine just to end the crazy.
But the crazy did not stop there. There are videos on YouTube, and even the official WWE YouTube page, What Happened After Raw. The crowd continued to sing. John Cena goes, yeah, you're the greatest people in the world, and with all the chants. Even Michael Cole got a chant. And then, it ended with Cena going, normally we have a song to play us out, but you know what to do. The crowd sings the Fandango song, and then the Fandango theme plays through the PA system, as everyone is supposed to leave, but they don't leave. They continue singing. They sing out on the concourse, and I've even seen a train ride, public transportation with everyone singing. It continued.
The madness spread.
It's just like the yes chants from last year.
Oh, God.
I read that even people were honking their horns to the tune of the theme on their way out.
Good Lord.
I love it.
Some of us can be the greatest crowd and the worst at the same time.
I love it. Vince loved it.
I bet he loved it. This was publicity out of the ass.
Yeah, he didn't care that Orton and Sheamus got crapped on, during their match.
Whatever. That promotes Fandango. That promotes the other matches. It promotes WWE, period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
you gotta look at the bigger picture.
I love it because I get to see all this madness and, I'm enjoying every single minute of it. Makes me happy to be a wrestling fan.
I would be happy to be a wrestling fan, but after reading about the Bleacher Reports and the comments about whether or not it was good to have Paul Bearer used as a death, Paul Bearer's death used as a motif for WrestleMania, I'm half and half.
Oh, 3 months.
But I think that part has gone by, and we decide to say, screw it, we're just gonna have fun for a while.
Yeah, basically. And now we just have to wait. First indication if this will last will be SmackDown, obviously. And the next Raw. But this is gonna die down. I don't think he'll have the same power as the Yes chant.
Probably not.
But we will see. It has the
because
potential.
It's a little harder to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I love the dance.
The Yes chant is simple, just yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's the little dance that goes with it with the finger point one and the finger point other one.
But we have just made a star out of Fandango.
Yeah.
He has officially gotten marks out the ass. Just for his song alone.
Yeah, that has been playing for the last 5 months. And it has been.
So at least he's going to be around a while. Just for that tune.
Mm. Oh, I love it. Yeah. We'll see what happens next, because
yeah, because I got nothing.
WrestleMania.
After last night, I got nothing.
Yeah, everyone can rest because WrestleMania is over. There's no more Road to WrestleMania. Up next, we have Extreme Rules, which is basically the Backlash pay-per-view. Oh, things will calm down again, but
yeah, things will calm down. It will get less crazy.
In the meantime, have fun with that.
Potato salad, everybody. Potato salad.
Potato salad. We'll see you next time.
Potato